And I started doing commission. I said, okay, I'm gonna start doing commission to see it would work for me. A lot of stylists don't want to do commission, but I found that it works. It really does, and you make more money because if you look at it, the business makes more money.
Grow.
Yeah, because
As a team.
I can look at one stylist can make like the Brady hair. It's 50-50. That's what commission is. If she make $1,000 a week, I get 500 for that week for one person.
The business.
The business,
Yeah.
right? From one person, the
Mhm.
business, yeah.
Mhm.
From one person, $500 for that week, and that's just one hairstyle. So you kind of like capping your money off doing commission, moving. Yeah. You can't never grow. You want to retire one day.
So,
Yeah.
but here's my advice to you. If you don't want to be responsible for other people,
And
you should own
that's
a
a-
business.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
the
it.
blueprint.
That's
The
it.
Blueprint, you actually your own independent person. Commission is more so you gotta do W-4s and all of that stuff. So, I mean,
But I want you to think
That's
about.
what
I want you to
business
think
is.
about on
That's
the
what
other
my
side.
business is for right now for that
I-
very reason.
I want you to think about on the other side of how many people that you're hurting that you don't even know that you're hurting. Right? You don't even know that you're hurting. And the reason I say you're hurting so many people because if you bringing people in, letting them do whatever they want to do because they have their rent, right? You are responsible for them people, them clients coming in and out them doors, right? And so literally, because if they just paying rent and you're not really necessarily over them, they can kind of do whatever they want to do when it comes down to them. So you can stand there and watch them literally take out people hair, but you're not gonna say anything because you don't want to be bothered. You ain't got
I'm
time.
not saying that, but I mean, blueprinters, you really more so just your own independent work. But here we do look at people before they come to work. So, but we ain't never had no issues with
That's
nobody.
funny
taking
that
off
she
their
said
hair.
it because when my stylist was doing a color and I'm like, are you gonna put that red over that green because it's gonna neutralize it out? It's gonna make it brown. She's like, oh, I did that.
And
I
they
got
feel
this,
like they
whatever.
don't
And
have
I'm
to
just
listen
like,
to you either.
and my whole body is like curling because I want to help her. So it's just like all
But
this is
but we
like,
more
yes.
for helping person, like shop, like we go and help, like as far as anything, but as far as that, we never had no issues so far. So I can't say that. Like everything's been flowing, been good. We have people coming in and out all day, every day. So I mean, that's why I'm like, I can't say that we allowing them to tear people's hair out. Like we haven't had no issues, and I don't have to say nothing to nobody for that. If you went to school, they should have taught you that in school. But
They
you need
should,
help.
right.
Plus
Exactly,
extensions
but
can
you
be
need
over a
help.
long-term process. So if they get braids today, like even myself with my braids, I'm starting to get the knotless braids. This is my first time actually because all those other braids, they're so heavy. When I go to sleep at night and I'm bringing them up, and what I've noticed in my own natural hair is when I'm shampooing and I'm conditioning, if I open it up, it seems like my scalp is more spacey, like my hair is not, I don't have a lot of density in my scalp area, whereas versus I used to have it a lot, and I know that it's just because I'm constantly wearing braids to my hair as I'm starting to really pay attention to it. So I think that, and I never used to wear braids, so it's like over a long process. So something you might not see May 1st, you might see 3 years from now on, June 2nd, and now it's starting to come alive, but sometimes it take a little bit of time. So I think that trying to get them, that's why I want to try to get people to start wearing their natural, just because I've been doing hair since 1996 and I've seen what they used to have opposed to what they have now. So it's just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So I know that's why I want them to get into wearing their natural hair. And you got all these 65-year-old women sitting in your chair and they like, can you help me?
And that's your
And
bread
it's
and
like
butter.
20 years of difference, because 20 years ago when they'll get on everything, I say, because this is how my hair used to look. This is how they do.
All that.
And then you be like, because it's like with a roller set down onto their shoulders, and they smiling, and now their hair is like all 8 out and spacey, and they like, so can you help me? And it's like, and I'm trying to give them what they have in this picture, so I'm like, okay, well, let me get the extensions, let me do this, and no, because at the end of the day, when you see them a couple of days later on Facebook, their hair is, and it's all messed up, and they not looking for that. So that's why I feel like just having everybody on the same page and having everybody using the same products and having everybody, because they'll call or they'll come over, they'll inbox and Like I have everybody on a page manager, we all going the same, and you'll have somebody come into one of the stylists and say, her hair was coming loose and I wanna know what I need to do about it. Can y'all get her back in? And I wanna say something so bad because I wanna help her, but it's like the stylist, so getting everybody on the same page, we'll all do the same thing and we all can help her if something happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I understand where you come from, Blueprint, but I really just wanna be like a professional. I wanna
same
work
page.
smarter and not harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanna be able to take breaks. I don't wanna work every day of the week. I wanna be able to go with my kids. I wanna be able, you know, and still know that I'm making money. I wanna have
Yeah.
retail. I have a lot of retail, but I want retail that I know that's gonna be selling while I'm at the mall or selling while I'm at my kids' game. I wanna
That's
do
running a
that.
business, but
That's what I
we
want.
just want, that's way nowadays, that's how I want it, so.
I don't always wanna be behind a chair.
Oh, I love doing hair.
I am passionate
I
about
do.
it.
That's what you say now.
I do.
Right.
But you do know that this is one train that never stops.
I know, and I love it.
But how are you gonna get off the train?
I can take breaks and stuff when I feel like it, like
No,
I have.
that ain't what I'm talking
I
about.
have 5 children and I've been doing it all this time. Oh, I love it.
But you said you love it now.
I
But
do love it.
but what happens when you start getting competition or you can't stand up on your feet
Yeah.
anymore, or when things start shutting down, you know what happens at that point?
That's what savings is for.
Like I know, I know
I
salon
invest in
owner.
all of that.
I know
I
a
do.
salon owner. She
I-
told me, she said, Jamie, if I don't work in my salon, this salon will close down. That's what she told me.
Mm-hmm.
If she didn't work, her salon would close because she was just getting booth rent. She couldn't. I mean, you can't afford to pay all your bills with just booth rent. So you have to be behind that chair doing hair. In order to,
Okay, yeah, from that aspect,
yeah,
I see what
you
you
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason behind this whole conversation, because like I said, I'm on both sides of the fence. You know, I done came from, you know, working in atmospheres like that, owning atmospheres like that, and you know, and being in high-end professional brand salons, and you know, I'm on both sides. And then, you know, I deal with so many broken women that sit in my chair every day, and they're literally crying to me on, like she just said, on how their hair used to look like before, you know, going to this person and that person, and everybody just trying to do the same thing, trying to keep up with the trends, trying to, you know, trying to stay on that same page, and don't even know that you're ruining people's self-esteem. So these people that sit in my chair, their self-esteem, their confidence is just towed down. They just, you know, because when you look good, you look in the mirror, you look good, your hair is beautiful, you feel like you can conquer the world.
Yeah.
It's a total different person. But when you look in the mirror, you got holes and stuff in your head, hair falling out, your confidence, your self-esteem, everything just towed down. And you'll look up one day and try to figure out, how did I get here? You know, having a primary stylist is no different than having a primary doctor. And when you have that primary doctor, you stay with that primary doctor, right?
Yeah.
But it's just so many people that's all over the place, right? Promise. Do you ever go into like high-end stores, like maybe like Chanel, Gucci, Prada?
No.
You never been in those
I
stores?
went to first.
Okay. Well. Have y'all been in there before? Chanel, Prada.
Especially in the
Yeah,
airport.
I've been
Yeah.
out.
I love going to
So-
the airport.
So I'm saying that to say that there are levels to things, right? When you just mentioned about, you know, you don't want to dress a certain way when you come to work or whatever, you know, this and that and whatever, but you can't, like, I'm just used because I go to Gucci all the time. You know, when you walk in there, everybody is dressed the same. Everybody look very professional on the same. I mean, everybody's on one accord, and you know, the quality of things in there are just, it's very, very quality things that's in there, and they don't have to have a whole lot of quality things for you to get the picture. It may be about 13, 14 items up there on that rack, and it's very, very quality, heavy duty, insured quality things that people in lanes in their life will go to and go get because they inquire those types of things, right? Think about going inside of like a Forever 21, H&M. There's people and things everywhere, just out everything and everybody's all over the place. But go inside of places that's very, very structured, and look at the value of things, and people that's going in there and they're spending top dollar because they inquire, they want those types of things. So I'm saying all that to say, to improvise that, as you know, you're basically using it as a metaphor in this industry. It's in the black community, right? You know, just knowing your lane at the end of the day, and just catering to people who, because that's why I say you have not even seen the type of money that I'm talking about. Because I'm on the other side of that now. I didn't came from that, from working like how you talk about. So now that's why I realized that it's not about money. These couples, they would pay anything for their hair if the ambiance is there, the professionalism there, the service is on point. Money is not an issue. So once you take out of your mind that everybody's broke and people can't afford certain things, you're gonna make so much more money. You can't even begin to even see what I'm even talking about. Like she over here, she's shaking her head like.
Because
I
again,
understand
it starts
that.
here. As
Yeah,
a business
the mindset.
owner. Yeah,
But
and you have
the
to know your value and worth regardless of what business. And you attract, again, who you are.
Yeah.
When you go here, the people who are here, they'll come to you.
Yeah.
In spite of how saturated the market is. And again, even as a therapist in Chicago, you know how many black therapists? But I said, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I know my value.
Yeah.
And the people, they come
Yeah.
and pay.
It's
Okay,
just-
Denise, what's your check? Okay,
Yeah.
with no problem. But you have to.
harder in Detroit only because
No,
everybody
that's
doesn't
because you,
care.
gotta know your worth.
so what?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only one you.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
but there
You focus on what
everybody
you
like
want,
try to
not-
go to the cheaper person, but the cheaper person is the one who's taking your hair out.
You
So,
you
but
can't
they'll
worry
come
about
to
what's
you.
going on
Yeah,
around.
they'll come to you.
Hey, I don't think about my pocket, so so, but that's why I do, cause I love doing hair, but I like to make people happy, so. And that's what's making me happy so far, so I don't have, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
go up,
working.
I go to price adjustments every year. Every January I do like a price adjustment on certain things and making prices go up. You know, like if I'm about to start this, of course it'll be low, but it gradually goes up, you know, for certain things. And I learned that now that me taking deposits, like, and being structured with making sure you on time and all of that stuff, it's like been working good.
Mhm.
Like before, people would cancel at the last minute. I'm sitting 3 or 4 hours. Like now, it's like it's working and it's perfect. Like right now, so it's like I'm learning as I'm doing certain things after doing it for so long. So from doing it from before, like not just coming to work, clients here, there, but I'm sitting 3 or 4 hours. But now since I have required deposits and it's like it's been more structure and the clients actually be there.
One day, and I'm not saying that you're doing nothing wrong, but because it works for you in the level that you are right now.
Right, I'm still in my
within your
lane right
life.
now.
Yeah, but
But
one day you will get to where what we're talking about.
no, I know because actually, one of my business partners, he actually, our hope for this salon actually was to get everybody to be on the same accord as far as like getting their license and working together because he actually, a barber, he wants to start teaching and learning. I mean, like teaching things and stuff like that, but since the shop is the way it is, I'm actually thinking about talking to him anyway, about opening up another one to where it'd be more structured because here is unstructured, right? Yeah, I can admit, but it works for us. So it's like I didn't want to take away from that, but open up another one, then we can actually make that one even better. So we have thought about that.
And you say your rent $125.
Mhm.
And how many stylists you say you got?
We got 16 booths outside, and then we got 4 private rooms.
Okay. And do everybody use different products?
Basically.
Yeah, everybody use different products. How about pricing? Do everybody charge different prices?
Basically, because of booth rent, so once being there, it's like booth rent, everybody feel like they can charge what they want. The only people who's more on the same accord is the barbers, especially the ones that take walk-ins.
But
You can just say it, I'm not no.
My experience with that, was terrible. Like if the phone rings and they wanna know a price or something.
See, we
And
have
then
a
you'll
phone,
say,
we
well,
use it.
Such and such is doing it for $125 and then this stylist might do it for $150 and it can kinda confuse them.
and it can cause
Especially
chaos.
for the customer.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
But from there, it's like everybody know that everybody charge different prices. So they actually will go to everybody and just get business cards.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah,
You know, if you have, this is what I'm gonna say, this is what really took me. Because when you have somebody that wanna come in your salon and pay booth rent, and they already been established on their own out there for for some years, and they already been in their own one of those solo studios or whatever. They had their own name and all this, and now they got a booth, rent a booth. But they still gonna bring that with them. So now they got this product that they done made, that they done put their everything by her on the products, and now they selling it out of your salon. So then somebody put it on their face or put it in their hair. Now they gonna say, well, Sid and Slay was selling this product out their salon. That's what bothered me, because now they're all trying to come and be individualized in my salon, and I'm trying to have us all on one accord, and they're not going. So I think that if you got so many different people all around, everybody using their own stuff, and people selling what they want to sell and doing what they want to do, and you know, I think that become a problem for the salon owner. I think in a business world, when we're really looking at the business aspects of it, there's so many things that can tear us down and bring us down that we're not even understanding. And now that I'm in it and I'm doing it and I'm really in it for full, it's so many things that can bring me down out there, you know, with the other stylists that's in there. If they're not in it to win it and they're not passionate about it and they just want to get they, you know, $100 and get out of there real quick. So I think that levels and it's learning, it's a learning experience, so it's working for you, you know what I'm saying? And then over time you might see, well, you know what, I'm about to want to make this, I want this goal to make 80,000 by next year. Can I make it if I have these stylists like that? What can I do to achieve that goal? I think sometimes it's just about setting them goals and knowing that I can't work like this if I want to get that goal. And I'm knowing what I'm looking for and what I'm seeing, what I want. I can't get that goal if I got all these people running around making my life crazy and I'm not establishing any type of financial gain. So I can't tell you next month I'll be able to make my rent and my car note and pay for my kids. I can't tell you that if I don't know if she's gonna pay her booth rent this month or if she's not gonna pay her booth rent. But as them people coming in that salon getting their hair done, I'm knowing I'm getting my money off them people as they come. So I don't care about her booth rent because I already made her booth rent in one day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to go for. That's what I'm going for. So I don't think it's an issue what you're doing. I just think it's the levels to say, okay, I'm gonna eventually come out of that in 3 years or in 5 years, because it's the best route to go for us too as Black women. You know, because our fellow Black women will ride us.
This is like our,
you
we just
completely
left
think
to leave it like it is, because it's like when you have people in there like that, they are set, but we do set certain rules and policies as far as keeping your station clean, like certain things like that. But as far as other stuff, we're here to help everybody, like, so it works, but that it's like that, it's like it's hard to take away and just let them go and start a new clean shop. So we just said we'd open up another one, and that one would be much better than this, because this one's already structured the
Well,
way
you
it
can
is.
just have a big, huge team meeting to bring everybody to the table, already had a memo drawn up and say, we making changes, we finna go in here, we finna do it like this, and this is how it is. If you on board, stay here. If you not, go somewhere else. A lot of stylists are already, sanctioned into you, and they already trust you and really care about your location and everything, so they will be more amped as not to leave you and say, well, let me see what can happen. You might have some people that leave, just like when you change your prices of your of your services. Some people will leave because they don't want to pay, but some people value you, so they're gonna stay there and they're gonna trust what you say. You know what I'm saying? So I think that instead of just saying, forget it, I'm gonna keep this one open and go over here, start it all fresh the way that you want it, so that it's not anything on you, you know?
No, that's straight up.
You tell me the same questions that I asked you. You remember the questions that I asked them about?
My name, what I specialize in.
And how long you been in the industry and
Yeah, my name is Jamie. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I've been doing hair since I was a kid. My mom had a hair salon. She did hair as well, so I learned a lot from her. I specialize in natural hair. I do a little weave here and there, but I mainly focus on natural hair. So I do a lot of silk press. This is a silk press express salon. That's what at first it wasn't like that. I went through a lot to change it over. So now it's a silk press express salon, braids much more, because I have a braider as well. So I specialize in silk press and short hair. Those are my specialties. And the reason why I'm here, this is my salon, I'm here with Rachel, is because I want to learn from you. And you have a great platform, and I feel like you got it going on, girl. And I just want to learn from you. I really do. Yeah, so that's why I'm here.
And like I said, you guys, I'm speaking for so many people that sit in my chair.
Yeah.
And So I'm the voice of them. So when you guys see that I'm saying stuff on my page where I'm saying about this person hadn't worn their hair in this many years, and you know, this is why the reason what it is from. And it's like, you know, so many people try to wrestle with what I'm saying, but you can't wrestle with pure facts. These are facts of what's going on with this particular client. I can't say, you know, because some people like to say, you know, so and don't take your hair out, this, and that. But I'm speaking for the people, for the person that's in my chair. So you can't say what that didn't happen. That's not their story. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm in between both worlds. And so that's why I was speaking about, you know, customers coming into unstructured atmospheres. They come and they get a service done, and they, you know, they are thinking that the person behind the chair is educated and they know what they're doing when it comes down to doing the hair. Because, I mean, it's so many different things that's tied to hair, you guys. When they see your crown is your glory, your crown is your glory. And so it's like so many different emotions and stuff that's tied to the hair. And people are trusting the person who's going to them to go get their hair. They trust them that you know what you're doing. And it's like, I mean, we could be talking about this all day long, but it's so many people that's losing their hair. But like I said, because of unstructured atmospheres and lack of education is why so many people are losing their hair. And so even when I was just speaking with her, matter of fact, tell me your story. So how long? Because I can look at your hair texture until it's been a minute since you wore your hair. How long has it been?
Well, I never wore weaves. My story's different.
Okay.
I never did wigs or weaves. I always had dense, thick hair. I was the one, I used to break combs. You know how little kids break combs, so that was my hair. I noticed, like in my late 30s, almost 40s, I had some thinning. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop the chemicals. I'm gonna go natural. And my hair, it did good. It was okay. I developed a scalp infection, folliculitis.
Okay.
And I know, and I was telling you that I know it was from stress. Ladies, listen, stress is real, and we normally carry it in our bodies. And if we don't get it out, it goes somewhere. So for me, I know it came out right here, right here. So I had sores in my hair. I mean, sores, pus coming out. It was really bad. Went to the dermatologist. I was on several rounds of antibiotics. Really didn't work. I stopped the antibiotics. I said, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna fast, and my scalp healed. I said, I gotta take control. But it left, of course, you know, scarring and spots. The hair eventually, some grew, some spots grew and others it didn't. But because I was natural, I was able to cover it. So I decided to get sister locks. The locks grew, because I'm dense back here, I was always dense. The locks grew, and I wanna say maybe 3 years in, they were beautiful too, y'all, I'll show you pictures, but maybe 3 years in, it started thinning. My locks started thinning.
Maybe from the weight about.
Went to the dermatologist, and it was from the weight and the pulling, when I would retighten. And so she said, Denise, when you had the folliculitis, it probably affected the surrounding follicles, and then you put locks on top of it, and they were already weak, so you just made it worse. And so when I cut, I cut in February, and so some spots grew in, because here it was like almost, when I cut my locks, like, and also I used to wear those tight styles with the lock. It was pretty, but I would cover it up and wear all those styles and all that tension, and so this is what I'm left with.
So when I was telling you, that's why the people are like losing their hair from the weight.
Traction.
From the weight of the hair, whether it's braids, locks, anything that's pulling on their hair follicle, and from the smothering of, not smothering their hair from, you know, extensions, so many other different things. And you hear, she said she was basically natural. And
I wore it up all the time, always picked it up. It was pretty.
Sometimes I think it's just aging. Like
Yeah,
older
aging
you get,
too,
people's
'cause I did,
opinions,
but no,
everybody
it was-
wanna put it on weaves and stuff. It's not more so always
Well,
weaves.
No,
It was-
because any source of trauma to the head, to the follicle, it's gonna stop the blood supply. So consistent pulling on her head and on her scalp is eventually her scalp is gonna say, you know what, I'm not sending no more blood to you because you keep pulling on me.
There
So
you
that's
go.
what's going on, and that's what's happening.
Certain
Dreads too.
things-
I have some
Yeah,
Jamaican
that's
people that
true.
I know, and they have come from Jamaica, and they have had beautiful, thick
Yeah.
dreads.
And
Then they
start
stay
thinning.
here, and about a couple years later, they steady getting them. But you will notice that it's really, really, really thin, and they got this huge
Yeah.
weight because our water and our vegetables and our fruits are nothing like Jamaica. So we're not getting the nourishments that we get here. So that's why their hair do that. So that's what's going on with our hair. It's just like your eyelashes when we put false eyelashes on our eye. If we keep pulling them off, eventually we leave sparse areas in our eyelashes because the fact that we lost blood supply because of the trauma. So you can see the trauma. I can see it when I look in her hair. I can see the trauma.
And it does. It comes from medications. It comes from the older that you get, the more things eventually slow down and eventually stop. But what it is the way that people are wearing their hair. That's what I realized. It's the way that what people are wearing their hair was makes their issue much worse because of like I was just speaking about the tension and the pulling and the smothering. The average person that sat in my chair haven't worn their hair in years, and they wearing the tension from the braids, the sewings and all the different things. And even in her case, she was wearing the dreads and the locks, and it was locked up, and the weight that was literally pulling on the hair follicle. So tight braiding and pulling and stuff, you guys, is a form, in my personal opinion, is another form of tweezing, right? So you know how you can have some hair in your chin, and the more and more you keep ripping the hair from your chin, the strand gets thinner and thinner and eventually dies, and now your face is smooth because that's what you want, right? Because you want a smooth face. So same thing. The more and more you keep putting that tension from those braids on their hair follicles, the more and more you keep putting that tension there. The more and more you keep putting that tension there, it keeps ripping the hair from the actual bulb. And once it gets to be as smooth as the back of my hand, it's done. But the consumers, they are expecting for the braiders and the stylists for them to educate them and tell them that, but no one is not really telling them that.
No, they just sew the braids together so you can't see the thinness in between the braids.
But yeah, but that all comes from the stylist. Like I never had that. Everybody hair grows no matter what service they get from me. Braids, sew-ins. The only thing their hair don't fall out is because they keep constantly flat ironing it. You know, they leave out or something, and then you can tell it's breakage. But as far as thinning spots, I've always been
I want them to have self-esteem too for like their husbands and their boyfriends and stuff, because a lot of them don't take their hair down. They don't show their
Yeah,
boyfriends.
they
They're
don't
scared
take
for
it
them to
out.
see what's really up underneath the weave. And I want them to be able to take it down and go for a couple of days and then come back and feel great about it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that even with that, it's just other aspects of their self-esteem. Like it was something that Rachel said a little while ago that really made me think, and I'm gonna really take this back home to me when you said that they silently suffering. I never ever think about that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when they come with the extensions and they sit there and they like here, and you like, okay, what you want me to do? And they like, I don't care. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I can feel their spirit is out of it. So how can I help them? Like I want to help them. I want them to be like, girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and walk out. That's what I'm looking for, and that's me doing here in '96. I used to get that all the time, and they used to come back every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks or whatever. And now I'm not seeing them, I'm not getting it, and so I think that they're suffering inside. And they don't want to say nothing. They got 5 other women sitting there getting their hair done, so they just, and you see them, they be like, "Are you gonna put me behind the curtain?" You know, and they say things like that, and it's just, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So, and they silently suffering, and
It can
that's.
be traumatizing, especially when
that's
you're
what's
used to
good.
having hair. You know, you look in the mirror. One day I looked in the mirror, I said, okay, I'm done. I'm tired of looking like George Jefferson. I want to see Rachel. I look like George Jefferson. And then with aging, all of that. You guys will sit, you'll look in the mirror one day like, what in the heck? So, whatever you can do, I'm open. But yeah, sometimes it's like George Jefferson.
You have to know how to take it out and take care of the hair as you're doing it. And because I used to put glue in my hair every single week. So my hair's super thick but I ain't dealt with no thinners on my edges or nothing. And I take it out every single week. But it's just you have to know the knowledge to take it out.
Yeah.
And with
Some people
clients,
just
I
lucky.
tell them, like if they wearing a quick weave, I tell them how to take it out. Like don't tug and pull on it.
So I want y'all as stylists, I want y'all to come feel her hair and tell me. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think her hair needs.
Already know moisture,
Right.
shampoo.
I mean, like,
And I
going
use
so
some
brittle that
moisturizing,
it's like breaking off of her
shampoo.
hat on.